What's up guys, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So this is Tortured Griffith from Berserk. Now we don't actually see this panel, and this is like an artist interpretation, like a fan art by Maya Panda, I think. So Patreon request, yes, by Rabbi. Right. So, an artist's interpretation of what Griffith looked like. Landscape page. Pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. It's real Christ on the cross sort of look to this. You know, sort of tortured. Okay. Yeah, let's just start with the eyes. So they're very small. Let me see. Sorry now. My mic wire will have to come. So, a real small, squinty, half asleep, well, half dead, sort of top eyelid there, right? Then the head's kind of tilted. Kind of like Christ on the cross, as I said. So, very thin. And he's like looking down at us. I can't see pupils, but I'm going to add them anyway. And if you want to leave them out, you can. But things are kind of blurry and sketchy. It's a detailed sort of sketch, you know, lots of hatching and stuff on it. It's quite well done, actually. It's very Berserk style, even though it's not. I had to check and make sure this. I was like, I don't remember this panel. And then there's like all bags under the eyes and stuff with it. Now, you know, there's all scratches and scars and cuts and wounds and everything. So I'll just draw the features first, and then we'll add as much of that as we can, right? Can't see any eyebrows. Maybe they're like missing, because there's this there's like a big piece of flesh torn off sort of in the top half of the face, I think. But we never see what he looks like. It's just one eye, so we'll go up and do the other one. It's kind of, is it more than eye width apart? It's probably a little bit more than eye width. Maybe I'll just go there. So like you can definitely fit an eye in there, probably a little bit more even. Like the distance between the two eyes, do you know what I mean? It's probably an eye and a little bit. And then the other. Eye in there. And then we got like a line here. Then an eyelid line around the eye socket. You know, all flesh and stuff here. Okay, and then you can roughly see sort of a nose or something line there, but not much. And here as well. The start of his nose anyway. So the bridge of his nose could come down. Then we have like the tip of it there. Then some nostrils. Again, everything's kind of torn to pieces a bit. So I shadow up his nostrils. And then his mouth is kind of semi-open. So it's like downturned, sort of gasping for air. Top lip, kind of. Like so, and maybe like his chin there. Right, so the bottom half of his chin, strong like that. And then, you know, he's very skinny, right? So his jaw that way. Up there. Kind of like up this way. Lots of hair then, but you know, his cheekbones are kind of sticking out as well, so it's like a cheekbone sort of going that way and that way. So I don't think there's any eyebrows in there. Don't like those lines. Just get rid of those lines, sorry. Okay. So then it's like it's all hair and then details on the face. So say like long sort of hair spikes. I think his ear is in there somewhere. So just sort of adding all these spikes around his face. Kind of all seems to go up around his ears and stuff. Can't see what's in here. Very difficult. Very dark. So I imagine, as we're looking down, there's definitely an ear here anyway. I think I can see the ear on this side. It's kind of in line with his bottom lip a bit. So roughly over here as well then. And then we should have hair sort of sticking out down here. Because Griffith's hair is usually longer. But maybe they cut it off, who knows. So, top of his head, so it's got like some extra sort of spikes all. I think that's what we're dealing with in terms of hair. There's that big helmet that's kind of squishing his head down. So now there's like open wounds, right? Now, I guess the only way to like do this is like scars, kind of like. You know, like open sores and wounds and everything. So it's like they ripped his skin off around his eyes or something. So we're just going to try and do that. So this is like skin. So I guess like this would be like muscle fiber, like so like the lines of his muscles, right, that come around his eye, like across the nose and everything underneath the eye here. So you're just curving around. I guess his eyelids would technically be gone and stuff. So you're just like trying to like curve everything sort of underneath this. And it'd be like a dark red. And poor Griffith. It's all red sores and everything. It's just, he's totally destroyed, you know. Like all his lips all cracked and everything. Alright. So you can keep adding, to his face if you want. But we'll go down. We'll do neck now. So he's got a long, sort of thin neck. It's kind of like the muscles are nearly all sort of visible. He's very thin. Then so his collarbones are here, and it probably is basically his collarbone you're kind of looking at, And he's got the helmet, of course. So before I do down here, we'll get the helmet in. So it kind of comes around the back of his neck here. Right, you got to make it look a bit 3D, so it's got an edge coming around it. So this comes up that way. Right, and then it goes the whole way around his head. So we go. Maybe disappear behind his hair a little bit. Up here somewhere. But then it'll probably come back out. It's all just shadow in there. It has a rim, so an edge. And then we can see a round portion here. And then there's a little thing there. This is all blood and stains and stuff on it. Right, so this stuff down here, so his chest muscles are his sternum, so you can see these sort of bumps, right? And then we can't see the shoulders, so I'm gonna have to make that up, but we can see sort of all these muscle fibers just coming across his chest there, so all that exposed flesh and stuff, or just skin and bone basically. Right now I think it's just, I'm gonna make up a shoulder, kind of. Like that maybe. Okay, and then a couple of open sort of sores and stuff on his chest as well. And then I guess like there's like a vein on his neck here. And then like scratches and scars and cuts and everything. So like his muscle fibers are exposed in here. There's like blood splatter and stuff all over him, so lots of like lots of pain. No wonder he went like psycho. Okay, Tortured Griffith. Thanks for the support on Patreon, Rabbi. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.